Hey guys, it's Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Thank you for joining me today. Have I got a project for you? Oh my heavens, is that cute? I actually shared this project on my blog the other day and was just inundated with requests on Connie, how did you make that cute little Rudolph? Well, today I'm here to share with you how to create that and how to create the gift card holder that he sits upon. Let's get going. All right, we're going to go ahead and start by creating our little Rudolph. Before I do, I just want to give a shout out to my friend Jill and Dina. They are Stampin' Up demonstrators and they shared this reindeer with me. And I'm telling you what, one thing I love about Stampin' Up demonstrators, we love to share. And they shared their little tips with me. So let's go ahead and get to work on Rudolph. These are the pieces that we're going to need, and I did all of these with punches. So let me kind of share with you what I used. I used our large oval, and I did that in Tip Top Taupe. I have the owl punch right here. That's also in Tip Top Taupe, just the owl. But while you've got that owl punch out, this is chocolate chip, but early espresso looks just as good. And you can see I have 2 circles and 2 tiny circles. That's these circles and these little circles. And that's out of the chocolate chip. So that's what we're going to need from the owl. And then we're going to create a 3/4 inch circle. And that's in white, a red glimmer circle, that's a 1/2 inch. And, oh, these little guys here, that is the tree builder punch. And also you can see I've got 2 little raindrops here, and that is in the Tip Top Taupe. So we need that one as well. Now there's one more I'm actually going to make in front of you. I've just got a little scrap here of some Whisper White, and I have the Fun Flower punch. And you're just going to pick one of the petals that has a nice kind of a sharp tip. Except for this one here, I think they're all really good. But we're just going to pick one. Let's give that a punch. We need that one there. All right, let's get to creating some magic. Let's start with our oval punch. The first thing we need to do is we need to cut a little bit off of there. The amount you cut off is not crucial. That is trash. We can really throw that away. We're going to take the owl, and guys, I'm so sorry. We have to whack off his legs. So sorry about that, but those be gone. We don't need those. Now we can take that flower petal that we cut. Let's get some of this excess off because we don't want that. You notice we don't have to be terribly neat. That's kind of nice. All right, so we are going to start. Let's go ahead and start with our petal here. And I actually have one already done. You can see I just adhered that to the body. So that looks great. I can set that off to the side. I'm now going to go ahead and work on that reindeer head. And I'm going to come in with the fine tip glue. Love this stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some of the fine tip glue here on our tree/reindeer ears. And guys, we're simply going to, let's put that a little bit more at an angle. So there's 1, get this one, and 2. Now we're going to go ahead and add these little tiny ears. So again, just tiny little dots. Ooh, it doesn't take much. I shared with you a while back my fabulous little pick-me-up tool here. So I'm going to attach the ears with that. This just allows me to pick up little tiny things. If you didn't see that video, it was just one of my 2-minute Tuesday tip videos. So there's the little ears. Now we're going to put on the eyes. Okay, so you're going to want to hold your tongue just right, okay? We're going to put 2, and I mean tiny, tiny little drops of the fine tip glue. Kind of keep them close together, like so. When I go to pick up, this is where I'm going to be picking up these teeny, 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 tiny little guys. Barely pick it up so that we can drop those on there like that. I can now come in with the little Whisper White. I could use the fine tip glue since it's sitting there, but you know what? Let's just go ahead and add that right there. And I'm going to take the nose in that fabulous glimmer. Again, as I said, that was a little 1/2 inch circle. And you notice it's kind of down a little bit like that. Okay, I'm going to bring the body in, and let's work with the last 2 pieces which that we have here, which are those little circles. I'm going to actually put both of them together so that I get them equal. And we're just going to snip off just a little tiny bit. We really don't need much. Let's make some cute little hooves. And I'm just going to, again, since my glue is out, and guys, these are simply just going to sit right here at the bottom of your oval, like so. All right, that's fabulous. Now let's attach that reindeer head. I'm going to put a Stampin' Dimensional right here up at the top. When I go to attach his head, I just think he needs to cock a little to the left there. That was a little tip that Miss Dina showed me, because he does look awfully cute that way. Okay, so Rudolph is all done. Let's set him off to the side so we can let that glue dry. And while he's getting all set up, we are going to create our gift card envelope. I have got a piece of Island Indigo cardstock. This is cut at 8.5 by 6. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my Stampin' Trimmer in, and I want to cut this down to 6.5. That means I need to flip this out here, and let's cut it down to 6.5 inches. Give that a cut. Let's save this piece. We're actually going to use it here. And now we're going to take this over to our Big Shot. And I do want to point one thing out. You cannot run it through your Big Shot like this. It does have to go through an angle. Not just because it won't fit on the cardstock, it won't fit through the Big Shot machine. So just make sure you kind of put that in at an angle like so. We're going to go ahead and run that through. I love that my score marks are automatically done for me on the Big Shot. That's part of the die. So you can see I've got a really fabulous gift card envelope going here. All right, so I've got that. I do want to give that a quick burnish with my bone folder. I'm going to add some designer series paper to the front of the gift card envelope. I have a piece of the Winter Wonderland specialty paper. This is cut 2.5 by 3 3/4, and that is just going to adhere right here into the center of my envelope. Awesome. Now that piece that we cut off, let's go ahead and bring in the decorative label punch. And we're going to punch out 2 decorative labels out of this little leftover piece of Island Indigo. And in advance, I stamped the Do Not Open Until Christmas. This came from the Oh What Fun stamp set. And oh, what fun it is. Look at all that fabulous stuff. But I love that Do Not Open Until Christmas. And I just stamped it in real red and punched it out with the decorative label as well. But I'm going to show you how to make a fun layer for this. What I'm going to have you do is cut one decorative label going one way, short ways, and long ways. I will tell you, I love to get these little corners off. It's just kind of a Connie thing. They sometimes show, and I don't like that. So let's just cut these all off. I'm going to place some snail adhesive down the 2 long sides. And let me show you what I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna just layer those together. This is what's going to kind of stretch. Basically, that's what I'm doing, is just stretching that decorative label punch. Now I can put some adhesive here on the side and check it out. Isn't that awesome? What a great way to get layers. And you know what? If you wanted to make them even bigger, you could. It's just a matter of how far do you want to stretch it. So let's get that last one on there. I just try to kind of keep them the same all the way around. Perfect. We can now attach this onto the gift card holder. Now for the insert for the gift card, this is actually another 2.5 by 3 3/4 piece of real red. And guys, I just gently tack down the gift card with a little piece of fast food, little teeny tiny piece. It does not take a lot. So we've got that. Let me go ahead. I've got a little tiny bow with our red and white striped ribbon. So cute, but look what that does. I've just got that on there with a mini glue dot. So I've got a nice little bow there. Now we can go ahead and we're going to add our Rudolph, and he's just going to just sit right there, right on the side. Okay, looking good. Now we can just close up our envelope. And to do that, we're just going to add some fast fuse right here on the side. There we go. Close it up. I know that's going to stay nice and firm. I can insert my gift card, and I can just use, I'm not going to do it right now because I want to sign something on the back of that, but I'm going to take a mini glue dot right there. Boom, seal it up. And guys, I am all ready for a cute little gift holder for the holidays. I love this project. project, this is going to be a great one. I know I'm going to be making several of these. I love to give gift cards. They're just kind of the perfect gift. But you know what? If you're going to give the perfect gift, it needs to be in the perfect package. So I think Rudolph fits the bill, don't you? Now, if you need any of the punches that I used on today's project, possibly a punch that you don't already have, you know what? One place to get it, simplysimplestamping.com. I've got an online order button for you, or if you're looking for something really super easy, double cheesy, just go down at the end of my blog post and you'll see a complete list of all the supplies I used. It's there at simplysimplestamping.com. Look for the November 12th, 2015 blog post and you'll find everything you need. Just click a pic, add it to your cart, we'll get it shipped out to you. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a fabulous day and we'll see you on the next video.